Namaste, everybody. Can you hear me, Parmanji? Ishan, can you hear me? Okay, let's go. Let's start. So let me share the doc and we will go from there. Just give me 1 more minute. Okay. I don't know why I'm not able to share the doc. Just give me 1 second. Okay. This is not required. This is not required. Little more windows open. So okay, I think I will able to share. Perfect. So how many variations we did last week? Anybody remember? 1 or 2 or 3
So we
of
did
the
We did
Qaeda?
all the way until variation 2. We sent variation 2 on the chat on the
Very good.
WhatsApp, and then we're on variation 3 now.
So variation 2, did we play?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Let's go to variation 3 then today. I'm assuming no question up to variation 2 to anyone. Is that true? Perfect. Let's go to variation 3. Can you guys see the screen? Okay, let me go a little more. Okay, let me adjust the windows probably slightly. Vedant, any question up to variation 2, Vedant? Aditya, any question up to variation 2? No. Arjun?
No.
Okay, perfect. Hitesh, you are okay? Parmanand, you are okay? Perfect. Rashi, you are okay? Ishan? Okay, perfect. Let's go to the variation number 3. Now we are talking about variation number 3. Now, does anybody remember what we discussed about the concept of bulb last week? Anybody remembers? Anyone? Nobody? Hiteshji, do you remember?
Yeah, so sir, what we talked about was bal is force. So we at certain points within our qaida, we want to put that force and emphasize certain things. So that's what bal does. Yeah.
Perfect. Correct. So bulb means the certain section or the certain element or the certain syllable we try to energize, we try to emphasize, and that syllable is always dha, always. Okay. And another caveat is, or another requirement is, there is a pause after dha. Always. There is a pause. Now, sometimes the pause is 0, which is no pause. Sometimes pause is 1 beat or 1/4. Sometimes pause is 2 beat or 1/2. Like that. The pause will vary. Now, if you recall your last variation, how much was the pause in the last variation? Anybody remember? Just to do the differentiations or just to do the analysis, let me scroll up and I'll explain you what was the pause in the last variation. Can somebody see this? Okay, I'll probably just move down slightly. Okay, so see here, just compare. Dha 1, 2, 3. There are 3 dashes, right? So this was the pause in the last variation. Dha 1, 2, 3. And here, now pause is only dha 1. So there is a variation in the length of the pause. And that's why we are calling as a bulb 2 and last one was bulb 1, last variation. So we can have a multiple bulbs in our presentation of a qaida. Remember that part. Bulb can be multiple. And what is the significance to create multiple bulb? Change the length of the pause. That's it. Either minimize the pause or maximize the pause. And you can create more bulbs basically. Okay. As a homework, can you guys want to do a little hard homework this time? Now here, if you see how many was pause there, I mean, if you really count the pause, let me probably go a little more back, okay? So here, dha 1, 2, 3, okay, and then 1, 2, 3. So how much was the real length of the pots? Dha 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So how much was total length of the pots in terms of the beat? 7, right? Because 4 here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 because Chatusra Jati, and 3 here. So 4 plus 3, the pause was 7. Write on that probably at somewhere in your notes. In the Bal one, the length of the real pause was 7. Now this is basically 7/4 because you are having 4 as a Chatusra Jati. Now if you scroll down and if you look at it, this variation, well number 2, well 2, I'm scrolling down to see how much is the pause. Now how much is the pause here? Tha only 1. So from 7 beat of the pause, we went down to only 1 beat of pause, 1/4 that too. Why I'm saying 1/4 again? Watch again here. This is first beat, right? Now this is second beat, this is third beat, and this is fourth beat, right? Is that correct? I don't know whether you can see that here, but let me probably highlight so that you can watch. So this dha is 1, pause is 2, tet is 3, and dha is 4th. And this is your one beat. So one beat comprises of how many syllables? Vedant? One beat comprises of how many syllables?
4.
Exactly. And amongst that 4, how much is the measure or the width or the length of the pauses? Vedant?
1.
1/4, not 1.
1/4. Sorry.
Okay, remember that 1/4. Now let's talk a little more about this pause business. Okay, sorry, I'm going a little different direction, but I think it is good to probably talk on that. Is it okay, everybody, with that thought? Okay, so let's see what I'm typing here. Okay, uh, I'll probably go to the last page, or let's skip it here. That's fine. Okay. So lagu. Let's talk about little lagu. Lagu is smallest element of a beat. What is lagu? Now this is a musical terminology. Okay, you may not have heard this word. Kedar, would you please write it down? And rather, everybody make sure you write it down. This, okay? So what is lagu? Lagu is the smallest element of a beat. Okay. Next one. Lagu changes as per the zati. Lagu changes as per the zati. Now, everybody remembers what is zati? Ishan, do you remember what is zati?
It's like Chatusazati. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1,
Correct.
2.
But how do you define zati?
Zati. The rhythm or the no.
Oh, it's okay. Rashi, do you remember what is zati?
I think it's the total number of beats, like 16.
Is it
No.
the amount of syllables in one beat?
Correct. So number of syllables per beat. Number of syllables per beat. Okay. So in Chatusra Jati, how many syllable per beat we have? 4. Okay. So what is the value of lagu in Chatusra Jati? So value of lagu in Chatusra is 4, right? Or the smallest element of the thought. Now, anybody remember what is Tisra Jati?
It should be 1/4 or 4 value of lagu.
Yeah, you can do 1/4. I think that's fine. 1/4. 1/4 is probably appropriate. So what is the Tisra Jati? 3, right? So what will the value of lagu in Tisra Jati?
1/3.
Third.
Exactly. Value of lagu is 1/3 in Tisra Jati.
You said laghi.
Hmm?
You said laghi, not
Oh,
lag.
sorry. Lagu. Okay. Now, let's say if you are doing double of Chatusra Jati, 8 syllable per beat, what could be the value of lagu?
1/8.
1/8.
Exactly. So lagu changes his face. Lagu is not constant, and that's why we get trouble because of this lagu. Lagu means the smallest element of the particle of the beat. Okay, and as the value of lagu changes, we have different bulls. So if lagu is 1 here, coming back to our thought of bull here. So here, what is the value of lagu? Or lagu is basically 1/4 here, but what is the value of bull here? Bull is 1/4, right? Or the pause is 1/4, right? Instead of bull, you can write pause is 1/4. Pause is 1/4, right? Because this is only pause. Now, if you go to the scroll up, basically, what was the value of pause in this one?
1/2. Sorry.
No,
3/4.
no,
3/4.
no.
Four
Total pause
4/4.
7, 8.
7, 8.
7. Yeah, so 7/8. Why 7/8? Because 1, 2, 3 from this 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 from another 4. So 4 plus 4, if you add it, is 8. And what is the total value of pause? 7/8. Right? So the pause was much longer here. Large pause or long pause, you can say, not large probably. Long pause. Right? So there was one bulb, and here it is the shortest pause. Now in between, you can have pause. So we started with 7/8, right? You can have 6/8 pause, you can have 5/8 pause, you can have 4/4 pause, which is 1 beat pause. So you can have multiple bulbs created into that. Are you understanding? So just minimize 1/1 lagu and you can have one more bulb. Okay? So that's the thought, but we are not going that complicated today. My thought was to explain you that as you changes the length of the pause, you can have a new bulb. You can create a new bulb. Is that thought is correct, acceptable? Arjun, what is your question?
Can you please go a bit down?
Want to go down? Okay. Up to here is okay?
Yes.
Okay. So anybody want to say this variation on the clap without me telling? With 1/4 lagu. Ishan, go ahead. Either you can look at this portion, Ishan, or you can look at this portion. Anything is okay.
Okay. Da, tira, kita, da, tit, da,
No, that's
git.
not correct, right? Your dha, tira, kita, da is your 1 beat.
Oh yeah, okay.
Can I try?
Ishan, I think we are getting echo back when you turn on your mic, unmute it. Can you check your audio setting and make sure that your echo cancellation is working okay? Do you know how to do that, Ishan? Okay, check that echo cancellation because they're getting a feedback when you unmute yourself. Vedant, go ahead, say on the clap, Vedant.
Okay. Dha atirikit dha tit dha ge na dha atit dha ge na dha a dha atirikit dha tit dha ge na tha ge na tin na ke na tha tirikita tha tit tha ke tha a tit tha ke na tha a tha tirikita tha tit tha ge na tha ge na tin na ge na tha.
Excellent, Vedant. Very good. This is not easy to do on the clap. This the smallest pause is the difficult to recite or play. Vedant, one more time. This was very good, Vedant. Try one more time, please. Excellent.
Dha tirikita tha tit tha ge na tha a tit tha ke na tha a tha tirikita tha tit tha ge na tha ge na tin na ke na tirikita tha tit tha ke na tha a tit tha ke na tha tirikita tha tit tha ge na tha ge na tin na ge na tha.
Excellent. Now, Vedant, one more difficult things to you. Since you are doing really good, now remove that ah after the pause and just fill that gap. See if you can say again.
Dha tirikita tha tit tha ge na tha tit tha ge na tha. Oh.
It's still saying a little ah. I want you to make complete pin drop silent.
Sorry. Okay. Tha tirikita tha tit tha ge na tha ge tha tirikita tha tit tha ge na tha ge na tin na ge na tha tit tha ge na tit tha. Ah.
See, that's the difficulty, right? So it's getting the feel of the smallest lagu is becoming a challenging part. But as long as you are saying that dha te rakita da, I'm going a little slower so that everybody can understand. Okay, so dha te rakita da te da ge na dha a te da ge na dha a. So that is 1/4 lagu of your pause. So if I change here, I'm just adding same thing here and this is the value of your pause dha te rakita. I'm going much slower so that everybody can understand. Dha te rakita da te da ge na dha a te da ge na dha a. Right, so that is your value of lagu, and that's what it creates the bul dha te rakita da te da ge na dha a te da ge na dha a. Then you go back to the main theme, which is constant, which is common for all the variation. So there is no change here, right? Now this line, third line, is complementary of first line. So ta te rakita ta titta ke na ta a. Again we will add a here. Okay, and then here same thing, you can add a after here. So this is complementary of first line. So ta te rakita ta titta ke na ta a titta ke na ta a. Again the fourth line is back to your main theme. So the second line and fourth line, we are not changing in any variation. They are there permanently. They are like constant, no changing. First line changes, so does third line will replicate that changes with open to close via. So only changes what we have is the first line in all the variations. Now, if you are omitting this okay, watch again here and then emphasize on this dha. So dha te rakita dha te da ge na dha te da ge na dha. So those dhas I am emphasizing a lot basically. So what I am trying to do here is I am caps locking so that you will say that distinction. Okay, so watch again here. Dha te rakita dha te da ge na dha te da ge na dha te rakita dha te da ge da ge na tin na. Same thing in the khali. This ta probably accent more. Ta. Same thing this ta. So ta or dha before the pause is the pointer of your bul. Which is your focal point of the bul? A dha or a ta before the pause. Again remember dha or ta, dha or ta before the pause. And here you are having two bulls, dha or ta before the pause.
Great, sir.
So
Can I
the
try?
number of bulls are two.
Can I try without the
Yeah,
dha
go ahead.
tirikita dha titta ge na dha titta ge na dha tirikita dha titta dha ge na tin na ge na dha tirikita dha titta ge na dha titta ge na dha tirikita ge na dha ge na dhin na ge na dha.
Excellent, Vedant. Vedant looks to be Real good form today. Perfect, Vedant. Very good. Anybody else want to try with a, without a? Kedar, go ahead. Which one? With a or without a?
I'll try with the.
Okay. No, you are doing a long pause. It's not a long pause. It's a very short 1/4 of the pause, Kedar.
Can I try again?
Okay. Excellent, Kedar. Very good. So, do you remember what was the difficulty in the last one and what you did today? Right? And the later one. Now, the later one was correct with minimizing the pause lagu to 1/4. Earlier one, you are having long pause, but this was good. Now, try without saying ah. Practice without saying ah, and then come back little later. Okay? Anybody else want to try? Nobody?
Me.
Go ahead, Arjun.
Dhati rakita da tittagena da tittagena dhati rakita da
No. Your pause is too long, Arjun. And then you are clapping on tit if you observe that. Instead of gay, your clap comes on tit. So you are splitting almost, you are extending your pause 3 more so that this tit comes here basically. So you are doing dha 1, 2, 3. That's not correct.
Okay.
I hope you are understanding.
Yeah.
This is not easy, Arjun. This is difficult. Want to try again or come back a little later?
Try again.
Okay, try.
Dhati rakita da tittagena da tittage. No. Dhati rakita
Now
da.
your pause was correct, but you clapped it on tit. Instead of that whole your rhythm. Dha tira kita dha tit dha ge na dha tit dha ge na dha. You're not supposed to change your rhythm of 1, 2, 3, 4. This is your constant. That's why we call it as a lay, right?
Yeah.
Lay rhythm has to be constant. You're not supposed to change that.
Okay.
Try again.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Dhati rakita da tittagena da tittagena dhati rakita.
What's happening? Again, you're going back to the earlier one, which is the comfort zone. This variation is uncomfort zone. And this is really deals with the lay, holding the lay. Minimum pause, the maximum difficult to hold. Maximum pause, easy to hold. And as you, if you, I mean, we are still at very beginner level, guys, okay? But as you go to the smallest lagu, we can go up to 132th lagu. 130, 1 divided by 32 lagu. So imagine that what could be the difficulty in that range. Right now you are at what? 1/4 only. So 4 times difficult, which is 132. 1 divided by 32. But again, we don't want to go there today. But that's the complexity level we work on it, basically going further. So first thing is get control on 1/4 lagu. What you do probably, Arjun, is add half clap. Dha tira kit dha tit dha ge na dha a tit dha ge na dha a. Try that way and go slow down. Try that way.
Dhati rakita da
No,
tittagena.
don't clap it. Dha tira kit. I'm adding half note basically. Dha tira kit dha tit dha ge na dha a tit dha ge na dha a. Just do that part.
Dhati rakita da dhati rakita da tittagena da a tittagena dhati rakita.
Again, you are missing this dha a. But this was correct. Good improvement. At least you are almost there till 90% with that adding the extra half. And this is what we call as some intermediate steps to fix your life.
Yeah.
So make sure you practice with this approach for a while, because you are not holding your life with the long rhythm. So what you do, We are adding a short clap, half clap. Da, tir, ki. Are you slow down? Da, tir, kit, da, tit, da, ge, na. Da, a, tit, da, ge, na. Da, a. Just practice that line. You should be all right going further, basically. But you have to go down to that level, unfortunately, Arjun.
Okay.
That's the only way you can fix your life.
Oh,
Want to
yes.
try one more time?
No.
Okay, that's fine. But send me the recording once you're done probably practicing. Can you do that maybe today, tomorrow, whenever you get time?
Yes.
But are you understanding what the approach is?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Good. Anybody else want to go? Ishan, go ahead, please.
Da tirikita da tit da gena da a tit da gena da a ta tirikita da tit da ge da gena tinna kena ta tirikita da tit da gena ta a tit da gena ta a ta tirikita da tit da gena da gena tinna gena.
Perfect. Everything is good. Only the problem is, Ishan, I was not able to hear your clap at all. So check your audio setting and make sure your Zoom background noise suppression is correctly chosen. Okay. But and again I'm getting echo back again, probably Ishan. Make sure you do the echo cancellation. Do you know where to do those settings, Ishan? Ishan.
No.
Is anybody there to help you in the home? Your mic is mute and you are saying something. How do I know?
Yeah.
So ask your mom, dad, somebody so that they can help you. And if they don't know, let me know. I can help them.
Okay.
But two things you need to do. One is echo cancellation, and second thing is suppress the background noise. Two things. Okay, who is next to go? Aditya, go ahead.
Da tirikita da titta gena da titta. Da tirikita da titta gena da titta gena da titta.
Perfect. Good. Do the top to bottom. Now, first line was correct. Excellent. Very good.
Da tirikita da titta gena da titta gena da da tirikita da titta gena da titta.
No, then go back to the second line, right, which is common to all the variations, right? This is not a big deal. The only troublesome is this section, Aditya, which is you did perfect. This is what the troubling section is. And you did excellent there. Remaining things are pretty simple, Aditya.
Da tirikita da titta gena da titta gena. Is that correct?
Yeah, that was correct. You already did that portion correctly.
Gena da titta gena da da tirikita da titta gena da gena tinna gena da tirikita da titta.
No, this is not ta. That pause is very minor. Ta tera kita ta, right? It's same thing. No change here. Whatever you do, dha tera kita tha, right? It's same thing here. Ta tera kita ta, titta ke na, ta, titta ke na, ta. Back to your main theme. Dha tera kita tha, titta ke na, dha, dha. So the difficult part you are saying correctly without any mistake, and the easy part you are just missing it up.
Da tirikita da titta gena da titta ke na da tirikita da titta gena da.
No, I think just practice some more time and come back a little later, okay? This is the easy part, Aditya. You should not probably mix up anything here. This is not at all difficult part. Okay, anybody else want to try?
I can go.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Ta tirikita ta titta gena ta titta gena ta. Ta tirikita ta titta gena ta da gena tinna gena. Ta tirikita ta titta gena ta titta gena ta. Ta tirikita ta titta gena ta da gena tinna gena ta.
Excellent. Good. Very good. Very good. Anybody who is not done would like to try?
So let me try.
Yeah, please go ahead.
धा तिरकिट धा तिद धा गेना धा तिद धा गेना धा तिरकिट धा तिद धा गेना धा गेना तिन्ना केना ता तिरकिट ता तित्ता केना ता तित्ता केना धा तिरकिट धा तिद धा गेना धा गेना धिन्ना गेना धा.
Excellent. All good. Parmananji, very good. Anybody else who has not done? Hiteshi, go ahead, please.
Dha tirikit dha tit dhage na dha. Tit dhage na
Ah,
dha.
ah, ah, ah. No, your pause is long enough, Hiteji. Need to shorten the pause. Okay.
Dha tirikit dha tit dhage na dha tirikit dha tit dhage na dha tirikit. Sorry,
Nah.
I think I left it.
One, what you can do again here is, I think you and Arjun, you both are in the same boat. Okay. So what, again, Arjun and probably Hitesh, look at it here. First step, slow down. Okay. And then add half clap. Dha, tira, kit, dha, te, dha, ge, na, dha, te. And then say that more louder. Which dha, I'm talking about? This and this Make sure you are saying it loud enough to develop the fill in your thought. See, any pause is a troublemaker, and odd number of pauses is the most troublemaker. Here, how much is the pause? 1/4, which is odd number. Very difficult. So we have to develop the feel of that pause. How you develop? It's not going to develop automatically. Trust me. Arjun, same thing to you. It is not going to develop automatically, Arjun. So your steps for both of you is number one, slow down. Number two, add a half clap. And number three, add that more prominently. So watch again here. Dha tir kit dha te dha ge na dha te. I'm primarily saying that louder to develop the feel of that pause in my thoughts. Once you develop the feel, now you omit that So that may take a little while for both of you. It's not going to happen within one day. But this is the first step to get the smallest lagu. Because in the Chatusara Dhati, what is the smallest lagu? 1/4. Right? Now,
Yeah.
if you go to the Rela, going further, Arjun and Hiteshi, we will have probably 8 syllable per beat in the Rela. Rela is played much faster, right? Basically. So what will be the value of lagu? 1/8, smallest. So if you can't hold 1/4 lagu, there is no way you can hold 1/8 lagu. No way, impossible. So the step number one for both of you is to get the feel of 1/4 lagu in your thought.
Yes.
Okay, I'll show it one more time. 1, 2, ready, go. Dha tira kita dha te dha ge na dha te dha ge na dha tira kita dha te dha ge na dha ge na tinna ke na khali ta tira kita ta te ke na te ke na dha tira kita dha te dha ge na dha ge na ge na back. This is the only remedy, solution, tonic, or medicine for both of you to fix it. There is no other way. Okay? And why others are doing basically? Because they were learning with me for a little longer time than you both. And they got that steps already clear. In your case, you are just probably joining new. So you may take a little while for you to get those difficult things. And these are real things in the music, okay? The lay, the rhythm, holding the lay rhythm of smallest lagu is must and very important to learn. And again, this is not only in the tabla. If you're learning vocal, if you're learning dance, if you're learning any instruments, same thing. Only that instead of dha, na, ta, they will be having sa, re, ga, ma, pa, dha, ni, sa. Notations is different. But mathematics, approach, concept, thought is identically same there too. And that's what they do like Ari, different. And if as a percussionist, if you can't hold this rhythm, how you can accompany them? You will not. So this is important steps, okay, for both of you. Make sure you guys work. And then in case if you want to share me recording once you're done, you can do that, please, so that I know where you are practicing it. Okay, now what speed are we saying this? 50?
70.
75?
75.
Are we saying 75 single or 75 double? I doubt 75 double. 75 single, okay. So you guys want to do 75 single only, or you want to probably stretch a little more today? Maybe 80, 85, 90. What do you guys think?
80.
80. What about others? 80 is okay, everybody? But make sure that every week you get a little more because we need to reach 100. That's the target. so that we'll come back to 50 double. Okay, that's the target. Keep that target basically. Sooner you reach to target, the better for us, everybody. So let's do it today probably. Okay. Ta, tin, tin, ta, ta, din, din, ta, da, tir, kit, dha, tit, dha, ge, na, dha, a, tit, dha, ge, na, dha, a, da, tir, kit, dha, tit, dha, ge, na, dha, ge, na, tin, na, ke, ta, tir, kit, ta, tit, ta, ke, na, ta, a, tit, ta, ke, na, ta, a, da, tir, kit, dha, tit, dha, ge, na, dha, ge, na, din, na, ge, na, dha, tir, kit, dha, tit, dha, ge, na, dha, a, tit, dha, ge, na, dha, a, dha, tir, kit, dha, tit, dha, ge, na, dha, ge, na, tin, na, ke, ta, tir, kit, ta, tit, ta, ke, na, dha, a, tit, ta, ke, na, ta, a, dha, tir, kit, dha, tit, dha, ge, na, dha, ge, na, din. Couple more times. Dha, tir, kit, dha, tit, dha, ge, na, dha, a, tit, dha, ge, na, dha, a, dha, tir, kit, dha, tit, dha, ge, dha, ge, na, tin, na, ke, ta, tir, kit, ta, tit, ta, ke, na, dha, a, tit, ta, ke, na, ta, a, dha, tir, kit, dha, tit, dha, ge, na, dha, ge, na, din, na, ge, dha, tir, kit, dha, tit, dha, ge, na, dha, a, tit, dha, ge, dha, a, dha, tir, kit, dha, tit, dha, ge, na, dha, ge, na, tin, na, ke, ta, tir, kit, ta, tit, ta, ke, na, ta, a, tit, ta, ke, na, ta, a, dha, tir, kit, dha, tit, dha, ge, na, dha, ge, na, din, na, ge, dha, tir, kit, dha, tit, dha, ge, na, dha, a, tit, dha, ge, na, dha, a, dha, tir, kit, dha, tit, dha, ge, dha, ge, na, tin, na, ke, ta, tir, kit, ta, tit, ta, ke, na, ta, a, tit, ta, ke, na, ta, a, dha, tir, kit, dha, tit, dha, ge, ge, na, din, na, now let's play that together. We'll play for 5 minutes non-stop. How long? 5 minutes, okay? That's a long time, but let's see how that goes. Is it okay if I stop sharing screen, guys? Hopefully. Okay, let's try. So 80 double for 5 minutes, okay? Can you guys hear Lara? Tali. One last time. Was that okay? Any question? Anybody want to play this one? With Lara, without Lara? Anyone?
I can try to play.
Yeah, play. Go ahead, Vedant. So the speed was 80, Vedant.
Oh, with Lera?
Anything okay. Without Lara is also okay, Vedant. It's okay.
With Lera. 1 minute. Oh, it's there. Sorry. Okay. So what speed was it? Oh. No. Wrong speed.
Excellent, Vedant. Very good. Okay, let's go to. Anybody else want to play? Arjun, go ahead, play. We have Lara, Arjun. Your mic is mute, Arjun.
Today,
हा माहिती आहे त्यांना मॅच आहे सर तो निघाला तर चालेल का आता
Oh, that's okay. I thought he wanted to play. It's okay. Go ahead, Arjun. Okay.
मी रेकॉर्डिंग पाठवते त्याचं
Oh, okay. Arjun, I'll see you next week. Anybody else want to play?
I can go.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. I'm gonna let it finish this cycle.
We can't hear your tabla, neither your Lara, Arjun.
Oh, you can't?
No, you can't. What about others? Can you hear her playing? No, nobody can hear. So check your probably audio setting.
What do I need to change in the audio setting?
Okay, so if you go to audio setting, check audio profile first.
Okay.
What did it select to?
It says Zoom background noise removal on auto.
Perfect. So change that auto to low.
Okay. Can you hear it now?
Yeah, I can hear now.
Okay. Let me turn it back on.
Great, it's coming good. Perfect. Your tone is improved a lot and the rhythm is also coming good. Very good, actually. Excellent. Anybody else want to play? Kedar, go ahead. Kedar, your video is blurry. Can you change your setting to make sure you remove the blur probably? I can't see you in clear mode. Kedar. It's blurry, your video is. Or maybe there is some background, something you might have selected. Now I think it looks okay. Yeah, now it's better. Are you playing, Kedar? Okay, I think Kedar is busy in doing something. Okay. Anybody else want to play?
Please let me try.
Yeah, go ahead, Pangalamji. Go ahead.
Kedar, go ahead.
Yeah. Excellent. Very good. Parvanji, go ahead, please.
Yes.
Perfect. Good. Very good. Excellent. Ishan, go ahead, play.
Can you hear my tabla?
Yeah, I can hear.
Okay. Can I do it without the data?
That's okay. Perfect. All good. Anybody else want to play before we go to next variation? Aditya, you want to try playing or you need some time to practice probably, Aditya?
I need some time to practice it.
Okay, that's okay. But make sure you send me a recording when you're done. Okay? Okay, let's go to one more variation probably. Now this is simple variation. So you should be able to do it by your own. Let's see if anybody can do it by your own. This is called as a Adha Dora. Okay? So which phrase here repeating twice?
Titagena.
Correct. So Tidhagena is repeating twice. So this is probably talking about Adha Dora basically.
Why
And
don't
again,
they put it like times 3 and remove the section before it?
exactly. Very good question. Excellent question. So if I do that, then can you
I
call as a Adha Dora? If I do
question.
multiply by 3 then?
Sir. Uh,
Yes.
After in the first line, after Tithagena you put an N. So what does that N stand for?
Where are you put
Like
in?
you said, dha tirikirtha Tithagena Tithage.
Oh, no, I think that's a typo mistake.
Is that ne or na?
Again, no, that's not. Yeah. So, okay. So, coming back to the Rashid's question. If I put multiply by 3, will you call as a Dohra? No. Right? Now, why it is Adha Dohra means? Adha means half. Meaning of Adha is a Hindi word. Okay. Adha means half, not a full Dohra. Okay.
Is,
So, here if you see that, Dhati Rakita Dhati Dhagena.
so is it
You are
because you're
saying,
taking half of the that you're taking Tithagena, which is half of the whole phrase, and then multiplying it by 2?
yeah, similar thought, exactly. So Dhatiriketa Dhatiddhagana is your half of the variation number 1, which is Dora, right? If I scroll up, let me scroll up, okay, so that you can understand why it is Ala Dora. So let me scroll up And let's look at it. I'm going to the variation 1, which is a Dora, okay? And why it is Ada Dora, that's what we are trying to explain here. So what phrase you are playing here? 2 times. Dhatirikita dha tiddha gena, right? Dhatirikita dha tiddha gena, dhatirikita dha tiddha gena. That's one you repeat whole 2 times, right? Are you understanding that part? Now, if you go to the remaining part, now the next variation, what you are trying to do? Amongst these 2 times, you are playing this phrase only 1 time, right? Instead of playing this phrase 2 times, you are playing that phrase 1 time in that variation number 4. And then the remaining half of that, you are playing Tiddha Gena 2 times. So technically, Rashi, what you say is correct, but grammatically it is not, because it doesn't fulfill the meaning of the Adadur. As a shortcut, yeah, you can do Da and then bracket times Tiddagena 3 times, which is perfectly alright, right? But the meaning of Adadura will not be form fit into that thought, basically. And hence, to make that thought elaborative, we are doing Dhatirigida Tiddagena 1 time instead of 2 times here, right? Instead of 2 times Dhatirigada, you're doing only 1 time, and then the remaining span, you do a Adadora, which is Tiddagena, you do 2 times. That's why Adha means half of that phrase. So this is half of that phrase, right? Again, you are partitioning this one here, right? This is one phrase, right? And this is another phrase. So this phrase you repeat 2 times, but having eliminating the whole phrase playing 2 times. Is that correct, the concept wise? Perfect. So that's what we call this as a Adadwara. Let's go back to that. And this should be simple. Both next 2 variations should be pretty simple. So I want probably you guys to do as a homework if you guys are okay. Okay, I'll show you, but try to do as a homework. So see if you can do by your own.
Sir, I have to leave it. I have a class.
Yeah, you can do. So
Okay.
what is
Can you?
Adadwara here means basically here is you do Tiddha Gena 2 times. So Dha Tirakit Dha Tiddha Gena Tiddha Gena. Back to main theme, which is common basically, right, in this section. Then ta tirakita titta kena and titta kena again 2 times. So ta tirakita titta kena titta kena titta kena. So here again basically you are doing 2 times, and then you go back to the main theme, right? So this is what in the mathematics. So dha tirakita da titta gena titta gena titta gena main theme dha tirakita da titta gena. Dage na tinna kena kali ta tirakita ta titta kena titta kena titta kena dha tirakita da tinda gena dha da gena tinna. So this was Ada Dora 1. Now what is Ada Dora number 2? I hope this is okay, right? No need to explain more in this case. Now let's go to Ada Dora 2. What could be your thought? What could be Ada Dora 2 here? Just imagine. Anybody?
It could be da tirikita da tit da gena da tirikita da tirikita da.
You're very close, but not 100%. But concept wise, yes, you got it, the concept.
So we repeat the other half twice.
Correct, correct. So you'll repeat basically. If I scroll down now, let me scroll down and show it to you. So which part now we are repeating 2 times? Dhatere da we are repeating 2 times. And then dhatere da tiddagena, you keep it same. In the earlier one, Dhatarigada Tiddagena was to the front side and Tiddagena you are repeating 2 times. Now here you are doing exactly other way. What you are doing is Dhatarigada you are doing 2 times. Dhatarigada and then Dhatarigada Tiddagena you are keeping the same thing. So it's exactly other way, and that's why you call this as a Ada Dora number 2. So Dhatarigada Tiddagena it's coming at the second half. In the previous one, it was coming to the first half. And Tiddhagena you are doing 2 times. Now, Dhatirigidha you are doing 2 times. And Dhatirigidha Tiddhagena you are keeping 10 times. Now again, Rashi, coming back to your thought, you can jolly well do Dhatirigidha 3 times. So Dhatirigidha, and that's what exactly we do in play. Dhatirigidha, 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 Tiddhagena. But then is it going to give that aesthetics thought of Adha Dora? No, it is not. So it's because of the nomenclature wise we are doing that way. You got it? Technically you are correct, and your thought was probably perfect, and I salute to that thought. It was great. Your observation was perfect. Okay. So is those two variations are okay to do as a homework, everybody? Sure. And can you guys send me recording? Maybe by before next Friday. Right on.
Should we do class?
No, playing, not only clap, playing.
Okay.
Okay. So write down as homework. Try to send before next Friday. Okay. Don't send it today, tomorrow. Otherwise, you will not practice more. I want you to practice whole week and then send it so that I can probably watch and listen, and then we can discuss next Saturday how everybody was playing. Aditya, what is your question?
We're doing variation 4 and variation 5, right?
Correct. 4 and 5 do as a homework and show it playing, and then share the record before next Friday, not today. Today is Saturday. I'm talking about next week Friday. So you have almost whole week to practice. Is that okay? Hitesh, you okay? Perfect. Parmananji, okay? Rashi, okay? Aditya, Kedar, Ishan, all good? Okay, guys, I think we'll stop for today. I'll see you probably next week again, same time. Okay? Thank you. Namaste. Bye for now.
Professor,
Yes.
I have to go to China for work for the next
Okay.
weeks, so I'm going to be gone for a while.
Okay, that's okay. That's fine. So you can hopefully you can able to listen to the recording, right? Hopefully.
Yeah, I just won't have my tableau with me, but I'll like memorize it and be able
Yeah,
to play it.
that should be okay. And
Okay.
again, it's basically a time difference may not able to log into, right? I think that may not be easy.
Yeah, I just won't have the tableau with me.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
but in case if you get opportunity to just to log in to listen,
Hmm.
I think that would be still okay rather than not probably log in. In case if your time slot and time difference permits you, then you should die. But I think China, I'm not sure. It's maybe probably more than 13, 14 hours, right? So
Yeah,
it
I
will,
think the time would be
yeah,
hard.
it's okay. And you can just listen to the recording. So how
Okay.
long is it on? A couple weeks?
I'm gonna be going, let me see. I'll be gone from the 14th to April 5th, so 3 weeks.
Okay. No worries. Have a safe trip. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Namaste. Romanji, any question? Okay. Thank you. Namaste.